when they do their terrorist events to blame on someone else, they are very ritualistic in nature in terms of when they're done, where they're done, and how they're done. So 9/11, I mean 9/11, what do you dial for an emergency in America? 9/11.
Yes.
You find this so often in these events that they engineer.
Did you know that the Madrid train bombs were exploded 911 days after September the 11th, 2001?
Doesn't surprise me, because the thing is that when I started researching this, my bloody jaw was dropping, not just at the ritualistic and symbolic nature of what they did, but the scale and detail of it.
Yes.
It's almost like someone's created a computer program to give you the perfect symbolic, ritualistic background to the latest horrific event.
Something out of the Tower Inferno, like a movie.
Now, in your book, Alice in Wonderland and the World Trade Center disaster, you actually point out that those twin towers are symbolic architectural edifices, which I think you compared them to the twin pillars of Freemasonry, Jachin and Boaz. So you've got everything there. You've got like, would you say that it's like a mass ritual, a mass sacrifice?
Yes, that's what wars are, they're mass sacrifices.
Yes.
This shock and awe in Iraq, for instance, was there to have a mass sacrifice. We don't target civilians is absolute nonsense. Of course they target civilians. They want as many dead people as possible. And of course Iraq, the former land of Sumer and Babylon, has enormous significance to these people, because they go back to that period and that area of Babylon, etc. In fact, what we're seeing now is global Babylon when you look at the symbolism of Babylon.
Yes.
And for them to kill all those people there, it is a mass ritual sacrifice. And what I would say to people is, if you are going to judge what this state of consciousness would do on the basis of what you would do, then you're going to lose the plot from the first, because you have a level of compassion, you have a level of empathy, that's the word, empathy, with people who suffer the consequences of your actions. That empathy is what balances out your behavior towards someone else, because you have empathy with the consequences for them. You remove that empathy, and this controlling consciousness has no empathy, not even with itself, never mind its victims and its targets, because they are as ruthless with each other as they are with the human race. You take away that empathy, and there are no fail-safe mechanisms to block extreme behavior. So, whoa, the people who run America wouldn't kill 3,000 of their own people. What? They'd have a party. This is not about Americans doing it to Americans. This is about this consciousness working through physical forms that appear to be American, doing this to what are nothing more to them than humans' perception of cattle.
Operation Gladiator. God for talking.
Wake up.
USS Maine.
Wake up.
USS Liberty.
Wake up.
Swan Flu.
Wake up. Revolution.
7/7.
Wake up.
Oklahoma City.
Wake up.
9/11. Wake up. Grassroots movements are rarely in existence. They get controlled and pigeonholed by the very same opposition. I can't believe you ain't canceling your subscription. You fell victim to the fraudulent two-party system. They both owned by the offshore banks. If you don't get on board with that, you walk the plank, point blank. They neutering the men, giving them estrogen. It's Nazi Germany on crack, steroids and mescaline. They're pirates operating under a different law. Maritime admiralty shit, brother, it's getting raw. School children getting put up against the wall for mandatory vaccines, which show them things against the law. Ain't it a shame all the games they play? patriots under surveillance with some names they say. It's all controlled by blackmail and prostitution. You're about to see a real revolution.
Wake up, boy, there's a light at the window. I can hear someone knocking on the door. There are voices in the street and the sound of running feet, and they whisper the word revolution.
The only unregulated private entity on the planet. This private, super secret bank is the most secret aspect in all of the government.
The time has come to bring you back to us now like the prodigal son. Surely we can't stop fighting till we move as one in mind and purpose. Straight to our victory, certain over the man behind the curtain. So we reach out to wake up those willing to speak out and take action before we get the camps and the rations. Good and evil clashing in the 21st century. Make your choice now. Will you be a friend or an enemy of the true revolution against wicked institutions? They done set up the rulers. The evidence plentiful. Just read what they plan to do to us. In short, remove us from the planet. But we rock with the home court advantage. We done kicked off the revolution, now we expanded. Perpetrators of crimes against humanity reprimanded and punished. Where to go? Follow the sound of feet running and follow the sound of truth spitting like machine gunning.
Boy, there's a light at the window. I can hear someone knocking on the door. There are voices in the street and the sound of running feet, and they whisper the word revolution.
People waking up in droves, but the media been trying to hide that. Playing tricks and car rolls, trying to get you sidetracked.
But you can only fool some of the people, some of the time. Commit more crimes until the people uprise.
And he ain't lying, we just trying to get you elevated. That church is faking and Satan is getting celebrated.
They bombarding your brain with thoughts from the idiot box. A race to the bottom on your mark, but we too smart.
And we won't fall once the movement starts to snowball. Nuremberg too, who'll be on the roll call?
Please tell them.
The last 9 administrations.
Using them Nazi strategies, camps for concentration of populations and illegal wars on nations.
That's treason.
To bring global government in due season.
That's why they argue that a carbon tax is needed.
But they doomed to fail,
The revolution can't be defeated.
Boy, there's a light at the window. I can hear someone knocking on the door. There are voices in the street and the sound of running feet, and they whisper the word revolution.
They stole $14.8 trillion in 7 months. They're going for broke. This is it, dumbasses. There's no more time to screw around. Get yourselves in gear, police, that serve this system, and decide whose side you're on. What do you think freedom's all about, you bastards? You people that serve the system. And I'm not talking about all the cops. I mean the ones that are bad. Because you're the ones they're going to use against us. I'm talking to you all the time because you're the ones they're going to use like in Germany and Russia and China and everywhere else. It is now illegal to take photos of buildings in D.C. But there's no law. But they have weapons. And it's their country, and they're going to ship the coke and heroin in, and your kids are going to use it and go to their own prisons. And they're going to make your kids take Ritalin and Prozac. And they're going to take your guns, and they're going to hurt you. And they got a lot of stupid goons, and they enjoy just destroying the republic. Okay, now I'm getting mad.